Hi guys, good evening and good afternoon wherever you are. My name is Namkosi Nora. If it's your first time to view my YouTube channel, if it's your first time to see me on the YouTube, guys, yes, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell to turn on the notification every time that I upload the new videos. You'll be notified. Subscribing is free, guys. Share my videos, give me a thumbs up, and share this video, please, with your friends and family. So, guys, today we're going to talk about something that is so painful and we don't normally talk about. We always think that only people from developed country they are now going with this kind of situation. You watch the movie when someone is having some mental issues, sometimes we call them but we don't know exactly that we sometimes as also when people also go through that time, some breakdown, go through some moments that you don't even know how to explain to people. Yes, welcome back again. My name is Namkosi Nora. So guys, today I want to talk about the mental issues. Most of us we don't really share what we go through with people, we don't share it with people. We as a person who is going through anything, myself, I'm talking about me because I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what kind of problem that you're going through, but I'm really asking you the person for myself. So me growing up as a kid, to my teenage life, to my adult life right now, the most of thing that I went through it was when I was in my teenage life up to my 20 years. So during my childhood, I was that kid who was always being quiet. Even from school, I was always quiet. Yes, I never had so many friends in school. In my school, I remember in my primary, I only had one friend. And when I was in high school, I didn't have friends. Yes, I didn't have friends. My cousins, they were my only friend. And when I was an institute, I didn't have friends. Yeah, it's weird, right? Yeah, but that's my nature because I don't like relying on people all the time. I love relying on myself and telling myself I can do better. I can be what kind of person that I want. From the things that I've gone through so much pain and the headache without telling anyone what I was going through. It was so much pain for me growing as a kid, thinking that my happiness rely on people and I have to do good to them for them to love me back. But I realized I was only like wasting my time on them. Yes, I've done so many good for people. I've done so much, but there's a time when I ask myself, who will ever be there to support me if I'm in need of help? If I'm always being there for everyone, Nora this, Nora that, Nora this, Nora that, and who will ever be there for me? I realize that, you know what, Nora, sometimes you don't have to rely on people. Yes, it's always good to be good to others, but leave some goodness also for yourself because you need that. You need that time, you need that attention, you need that care. You shouldn't narrate or anything depend on people that so and so loves me and I have to depend on them. I went through some kind of pain that I didn't even know that really brought me into the time when I became thin. I ended up waking up when I'm in the hospital. They have already shaved my entire head. I was like, I don't even understand myself. Charged, I went back home. I looked myself in the mirror. I told myself, what have I done to myself? I broke down into tears because the pain was inside me. I remember my mom kept on asking me, Nora, what's really going on? Because the doctors, they said you're okay, but there is something wrong with you that you have to talk about. Maybe you need to see a doctor. For the person that you need to talk to tell that person what you're going through. I was like, Mama, I'm okay, I don't need help. So my mom was like, Nora, you really need help. But for me, I was like, I don't need help, Mama, I'm okay. But deep down in me, I was not really okay because something was strangling me. I was having that pain in me that I couldn't let go. One day I just woke up and I told my sister, you know what, I need to leave. I need to go somewhere. She told me, no, you're not going anywhere because you're not in a good condition. I knew she would stop me, but I had to leave home. I remember I escaped. I've booked the place where I'll go to stay, and I'll go somewhere far away. So I looked for a place, in a quiet place, in a mountain place, and where I can find my peace, where I can scream and let it out the tears, where I can cry so hard so that that pain can get out of me. I did that, guys. I left home without telling her where I went. When I stayed there for 2 weeks, I came back home smiling and laughing. While I was there on my own, I learned something, that I don't need people. I don't need to rely on each and every one. I don't need someone to love me so much for me to know that I'm being loved. I needed that, but I didn't know that I as Nora, I was the love that I needed. Nora, I was the intention that I needed to give myself. I needed to give myself attention. I needed to give myself love. The love that I was pouring to people, the attention that I was giving to people who are not even supposed to be in my life. I told myself from then, I was like, you know what, Nora, instead of sitting down and nursing your wound, you see how you've grown tiny. You're not even that kind of person. People were even started telling me, Nora, you know what, you don't look good with that body when you're skinny. You look a bit when you look beautiful when you're in a medium size, but you look at you. But actually, being a medium size, was I even beautiful? No. That's what I'm telling you, that people will always tell you things that you want to hear, but the truth is that you as a person, if you look deep down inside yourself, you ask yourself, what do I really want? You start doing things that once you realize that you want something good for yourself, you stop depending on people. You stop listening to what everyone has to tell. Yes, it's good sometimes to listen, but not every advice that people tell you should do and go through whatever they are telling you to do. I'm the kind of person who, I know that each and everyone has their own problems, but I don't depend on someone's problem. When someone tells me their problem, I'm like, oh my God, yes, I'll feel sorry for you, but I know I also have my own. My problem is bigger to me. Your problem is bigger to you as you as a person, but also mine is big for me. So I have to find a way how to get rid of it, how to become the person that I want to be. And another thing, you should find peace with God. You know, sometimes when you don't understand some things, when you're in a time of darkness, you don't know who to talk to. You don't know want to people, maybe your friends, know your secret. You can talk to God because God sees everything. He knows that you have a secret, but yes, go to Him, talk to Him, tell Him all the things, the pain and the who has done you wrong. And when you talk to Him, you find peace in yourself. You find peace within you by telling Him how you feel, who has done you wrong, and who is, all those kind of things. You find yourself back into you, and you find yourself moving into the right direction that you're supposed to move into, instead of bursting into tears. Yes, I know there's some time when you sit down, I used to cry without telling anyone, but after crying in the bathroom, I will come out smiling like, yeah guys, let's go, yeah. I was the kind of person like, yeah, but deep down inside, there is that person inside me crying and feeling the pain that I cannot even explain. But once I took my trip, I learned so many things. This trip, I met so many people there. The people who are also looking for help on their own, finding themselves. There were people who wanted to find themselves. When I went there, I actually found myself, and I realized what kind of person that I wanted to be. Yes, I'm still figuring out what I want and what's really, I'm still learning more because I'm still on healing. One day someone told me, why don't you get into a relationship? I told this person, I haven't healed yet. before I got into something, I need to heal myself first before interfering into someone's life. You know, even that person, before entering my life, I want to heal first from my pain that I'm going through, from the things that are really bothering me. So guys, it's always good to talk about it. Yes, you may not tell your friends your secret and everyone, and you know, sometimes when you tell some people your secrets, they go around, you've told this one and almost the entire nation will know. So I'm that kind of person. There's some things which I need to say, and there's some things which I don't need to tell a person. And I'm open-minded person. I tell you what I want and what I don't want. So it's on you, whether you like me, whether you don't like me. That's not my problem, as long as I know I love myself, that I've told you the truth. Because I know by the truth, I tell you, I feel free, because I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but I'm just telling you how I feel, and I am telling you something that someone's not going to tell you. So you find someone's like, oh my god, Nora, you mean, but I know I've just told you. You know, my mom raised me like that. Tell someone. But I know there are some things which you wish you shouldn't say, which will hurt someone's feeling. But when you know it's the truth, tell them. Because instead of hiding and going behind their back and just telling them, yes, go on, you know. There's some people, you have them in your life, they're just telling, even though they see you doing wrong, but they're like, yes, you're good, yes, you know, they just continue supporting you. But deep down, those are not kind of friends that you need. You need someone who tells you, like, you know what you're doing is wrong. But not everyone will tell you. You as a person, use your common sense that God gave you as a person. Tell yourself, what should I do, God? Teach me. Stop sitting down and nursing that wound and say, ouch, it really hurts. Oh, I'm not going back to do that. Oh, you're always crying. You're like, oh my God. Oh. No, stop it. Get up with yourself. Gather your entire self and tell yourself, you know what? It's time to move on. It's time to focus on what I have to do. It's time for me to step into the kind of person that I want to be. Instead of you just sitting down and nurse that wound and keep on massaging it and it feels until you feel the pain. You know, when you're moving forward with the pain, you even reach ahead of somewhere and you even forgot that you have a wound. You forget, like me. There's a time when I reached and I forgot that I was even going through pain. I just got held on my way. Yes, I know I'm still in the process of healing from so many wounds, and I know I'm still growing to learn so much, but I will tell you guys, you don't need to rely on people. Your happiness doesn't rely on each and every one. You shouldn't copy someone's life because you want to be like them. Live the life that you as a person you want to live. Okay? Alright guys, thank you so much guys for watching my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell to turn on the notification. Every time that I upload the new videos, you'll be notified guys. Subscribing is free. Until I see you guys next time, bye. Mwah.